Hello. In this video, we will be covering the dashboard functionality found in the DL Freight platform. I'll show you how to perform the following functions: adding widgets, configuring widgets, renaming widgets, modifying widgets, and removing widgets. What exactly is a widget? A widget is an element of the dashboard that allows you to view information that's important to you at a quick glance. By default, when you first log into the DL Freight platform, there'll be no widgets added to your dashboard. However, the DL Freight dashboard supports the ability for you to add and manage up to 20 separate widgets from our 6 pre-built widget types. So in this video, I'll first show you how to select the widget that you want to add. Then I'll show you how to do the initial configuration of your widget. Then I'll show you how to customize the widget further by renaming them, resizing them, moving them around, or deleting the widget. You can add widgets in two manners. Firstly, you can select the plus button in the top right corner. Or you can click the Add Widgets link. However, you'll only be able to see this Add Widgets link if widgets have not yet previously been configured. The 6 pre-built dashboard widgets we're going to look at are the Assigned to Me widget, which lists the number of shipment loads that are currently assigned to you, the Chart Filter widget, that creates a chart based on load attributes that you select, the Dispute Status widget that lists the number of disputes within a workflow, the Instance Created widget, which lists the number of workflow instances within a workflow, the Recent Activities widget, which lists the most recent activities for a workflow, and the Workflow Status widget, which lists the status of the workflow instances that are in your workflow. For today's demonstration, I'll be selecting 4 of the widget types: Assigned to Me, Chart Filter, Instance Created, and Workflow Status. You'll see that as I click on the plus button, they appear on my dashboard behind the dialog box. Once they've all been selected, I'll click on the X button in the top right corner to close this dialog box window. I'll first configure the Workflow Status widget. To do that, I'll first select my workflow. Then, I will select the refresh frequency. The DL Freight platform allows you to select from a variety of frequencies: 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 60 minutes. For this widget, I'll select the default 15 minutes. Click Save to commit the change. I'll quickly configure the Instance Created widget, the Chart Filter widget, and the Assigned to Me widget. For the Instance Created widget, I'll select my workflow. I'll stick with the default period as well as the default refresh rate. For the Chart Filter widget, I'll select my workflow. I'll select my attribute. For this one, I'll select Invoice Status. You can search for it, or you can type it in the search box at the top. And I'll retain the default refresh frequency. And finally, for the Assigned to Me widget, I'll select my workflow, and I'll select my attributes. However, this particular widget allows you to select multiple attributes. So for this one, I'll select load ID. Invoice status. And total. I'll leave the refresh rate to the default 15 minutes. I'll now show you how to add additional customization to the widgets. You can change the title of any of the widgets to provide a more meaningful description. Let's change the title of the chart filter widget. To do that, click on the 3 vertical dots. Then select Rename. Let's change the name to Invoice Status. And you can click outside of the widget to commit the name change. For the instance created widget, I'll change the time period from days to 1 month. This allows me to see more data. There's also another way that I could have done that, is by clicking on the 3 vertical dots and clicking on the edit button. That would bring up the frequency, the period here. For the Assigned to Me widget, I'll add an additional attribute by editing it here. I'll add in Invoice ID. And hit Save. I'll also show you how easy it is to rearrange, remove, and resize widgets. Widgets can be dragged and dropped, allowing you to rearrange the order as you like. Here, I'll drag the Assigned to Me widget and move it in front of the Workflow Status widget. It's also easy to remove widgets. Click on the 3 dots of the instance created widget and click Delete. When the prompt box comes up, just click Yes to remove the widget. Now that the widget's been deleted, the dashboard looks a little bit imbalanced. To fix this, you can maximize one of the widgets. Click on the 3 vertical dots and click on Maximize. To restore it to its original size, click on the 3 vertical dots and click Restore. You can also change the layout of the dashboard widgets from displaying 2 widgets across to 3. To do this, you can click on these 3 vertical lines here. So to recap, in this video on dashboard configuration, we covered the following topics: adding widgets, configuring widgets, renaming widgets, modifying widgets, and removing widgets. This concludes our video on the functionality of the DL Freight dashboard.